What if I told you? Some people didn't die from war, disease, or natural disasters, but from things so unbelievably foolish. They sound made up. From a man killed by his own beard, to someone who tried to prove a point, and paid with his life. These are real stories. Stay until the end, because number 7 is so shocking it sounds like something out of a dark comedy. Welcome back to Facts Frenzy, where reality is stranger, and sometimes darker than fiction. Today we're counting down the dumbest ways people have died. True stories that prove one thing: common sense isn't always common. Let's begin. 10. The beard that became a death trap. Hans Steiniger, a 16th century mayor famous for his incredibly long beard, over 4 feet long. People admired it. It made him famous. One day a fire broke out in his town. As he rushed down the stairs to escape, he stepped in his own beard. He tripped, fell, broke his neck, and died. A symbol of pride became the cause of his death. Lesson: sometimes what makes you unique can also make you vulnerable. In the chaos of the fire, no one realized what had truly caused his fall. His legendary beard, once a mark of honor, became a tragic liability. The town mourned not just a leader, but the strange twist of fate that took him. History remembers him as a reminder that even our greatest pride can carry hidden risks. 9. The selfie that went too far. In the age of social media, people risk everything for the perfect photo. One man climbed onto the roof of a moving train to take a selfie. He smiled at the camera, seconds before touching a live electric wire. The voltage killed him instantly. The photo was never posted. A moment of validation cost a lifetime. His friends watched in disbelief, unable to react in time. What seemed like a thrill turned into a split-second tragedy. It's a chilling reminder that chasing likes can sometimes be deadly. In the end, no social media post is worth a life. 8. The sword swallower's fatal performance. Sword swallowing is dangerous, but professionals train for years. A performer decided to show off at a party after drinking. He lost control. The sword punctured his heart. The crowd thought it was part of the act, till he collapsed. Sometimes the difference between skill and tragedy is one bad decision. Laughter and applause turned into screams and panic in an instant. Friends tried to help, but the damage was already done. A moment of overconfidence erased years of practice and caution. It's a grim reminder that even experts aren't immune to fatal mistakes. 7. Proving Earth was flat with his life. In 2020, a man built a homemade rocket to prove the Earth was flat. He launched himself into the sky, hoping to see the edge. The rocket malfunctioned. It crashed into the desert, killing him instantly. His mission to prove a theory only proved the danger of extreme beliefs. Friends and onlookers watched in horror as the fireballs streaked across the sky. What began as curiosity and conviction ended in a moment of irreversible tragedy. The dream of discovery turned into a fatal warning about obsession. Sometimes, extreme ideas paired with reckless action can have deadly consequences. 6. The vending machine revenge. A man's snack got stuck in a vending machine. Frustrated, he shook the machine violently. The 500-pound machine tipped over as it again crushed him. Ironically, more people die from vending machines each year than shark attacks. All for a bag of chips. Bystanders froze, unsure how something so ordinary turned so deadly. The hum of the machine fell silent, replaced by panic and disbelief. A moment of anger lasted seconds. The consequences lasted forever. Sometimes the smallest frustrations can lead to the biggest tragedies. 5. The deadly laugh. A man in Thailand reportedly laughed continuously while watching a comedy show. His wife noticed he wasn't breathing. He had suffocated during intense laughter in his sleep. Something meant to bring joy became fatal, a reminder that even happiness in rare cases can turn tragic. The room that once echoed with laughter fell in a sudden, haunting silence. What seemed like a harmless amusement masked a silent medical emergency. Loved ones were left struggling to understand how joy had turned into loss. Sometimes life's most unexpected moments carried the greatest fragility. 4. The pants that killed. A man tried to put on his pants while standing on one leg. He lost balance, fell, hit his head, and died from the injury. It sounds impossible, but thousands of fatal accidents happen each year from simple falls at home. Sometimes danger hides in the most ordinary moments. One small slip turned a routine morning into a life-ending event. The quiet of his home made the tragedy even more unsettling. No warning signs, no second chances, just a sudden, irreversible fall. It's a stark reminder that even the simplest tasks deserve caution. 3. The exploding soda cane. A mechanic tried to open a soda can using a welding torch. The heat caused the can to explode. Shrapnel struck him fatally. Curiosity and impatience can be a deadly mix. What seemed like a harmless shortcut turned into a fatal miscalculation. The pressure inside the sealed can built silently in seconds. Co-workers nearby were left in shock, unable to process what had just happened. A simple drink became the center of a tragedy no one saw coming. 2. The frozen jeans. Experiment. A Canadian man left his wet jeans outside during winter to freeze them into a standing shape. He found it amusing and went outside to show friends without proper clothing. He suffered severe hypothermia and later died. A joke turned into a fatal mistake. The freezing air numbed his body faster than he realized. What began as laughter slowly faded into confusion and weakness. By the time help arrived, the cold had already taken its toll. Sometimes nature doesn't forgive even the smallest misjudgment. 1. The ultimate Darwin Award moment. A lawyer wanted to prove the strength of a skyscraper window. He ran full speed into the glass, something he had done before. This time the glass didn't break, but the window frame gave way. He fell from the high-rise to his death. Confidence without caution can be deadly. Onlookers watched in horror as the unthinkable unfolded in seconds. What began as a demonstration ended in irreversible tragedy. A lifetime of success could protect him from one reckless decision. Sometimes, overconfidence can be more dangerous than fear. These stories may sound unbelievable, even absurd, but they reveal serious truth. Many tragedies don't come from danger. They come from overconfidence or one bad decision. If this video made you rethink everyday risks, hit like, subscribe to Facts Frenzy, and remember, sometimes survival isn't about strength, it's about common sense. Life is fragile and even the smallest choices can have huge consequences. Pay attention, stay aware, and don't let foolish mistakes define your story.